So non-black people are being told not to spread Oprah Winfrey memes from her groundbreaking interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle because it supports digital blackface. Nonprofit, the Slow Factory Foundation, which is dedicated to social and environmental justice, issued the warning, explaining that digital blackface is an online phenomenon where white and non-black people share videos and images of black people to express emotion. While seemingly harmless, the problem with digital blackface is that it often reinforces negative stereotypes about black folks, such as they're aggressive, loud, sassy, and simply here for your consumption and entertainment, the organization posted on Instagram. So I am 50-50 with this because I feel like digital blackface is kind of a reach because blackface is blackface, but I also have ran into some instances like on TikTok, for example, and Twitter, for example, where like someone that's non-black shares something that I feel like, that kind of totes the line. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm kind of like 50-50. I feel like it's a little bit of a reach, but I'm also understanding that there are some memes that are just for us, and I don't know how I would feel about a person who's not black making light of a meme that is showing a black person maybe with, something that we would laugh about. So I don't know. How do you guys feel?
Well, if this is the case, then get rid of the whole Giphy marketplace. Like we got to stop sending GIFs then. Like, it's just a slippery slope when you kind of, take the moral authority on something and say, this is this one thing and you can't do that. And there's going to be other things that just, kind of like smell like it, taste like it. Well, is it? It's a little bit too much.
It's social media, and some people take that situation and just they're sensitive when it comes towards that. I don't know if you really can be, because it only can be filtered to a certain degree, and at that point, people are gonna say what they want to say. And it's not like this whole interview. It's not like it went down to where she was trying to get sound bites or whatever. This was the truth in this interview.
Facts.
So that was just a reaction, a real reaction to the truth that Oprah was getting that day.
You know what? Every time a black person, an activist, a group, or somebody comes out and says, hey, this will better protect this group of people, or a marginalized group of anyway, you have people, even members of that marginalized group, saying this is too far. Remember we were talking about master bedrooms, Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
So, for me, I just try to stick with, I want to learn. I want to learn even more about like my people. If there is somebody that this is their study and they say, hey, this is offensive, this causes harm, you're not going to get any pushback from me, because especially something as small as this, I want to just hear and know more. I know that this is not my level of expertise at all, even as a black woman moving through this world. But I struggle with pushing back on someone who's trying to make this world less racist at all.
I love that.
Yeah. All right, dictionary.com is adding some African-American vernacular English words. Finna and child made the list, along with some other words and phrases related to race and identity. There are actually 450 brand new entries in total. They've updated 7,600 previous entries and added 94 new definitions on existing entries. John Kelly is the website's managing editor. He pointed out that language is affected as society continues to reckon with racism. Here's what he said in a statement. We have added such terms as BIPOC, critical race theory, and over-police, which have risen to the top of the national discourse on social justice. Another significant decision was to remove the noun slave when referring to people, instead using the adjective enslaved or referring to the institution of slavery. This is part of our ongoing efforts to ensure we represent people on dictionary.com with due dignity and humanity. So BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, People of Color, it's a phrase used to obviously recognize big group of marginalized communities together. Language is made up, so we've got more words being defined. People should, and to be fair, I think people shouldn't have to go to Urban Dictionary to understand like it's something serious about racism in America. So I think it's good that they're expanding things.
I like the expansion. You guys know I cannot go 10 seconds without saying child. Like I try, but I have to literally like not say child on the show because if you talk to me, child, it is my word. But finna, I can go without finna. Like I feel like a non-black person saying finna, I probably will look at them and be like, who taught you that? Like,
but would you like it if they put woo wop da bam in there?
Because, I feel like that's our word.
See, you're from Chicago. I'm from Oklahoma. We say fixna. So I'm like, I heard that and I was like, okay.
Woo up the bam is like a Chicago word. Like I don't feel like I need for every person in the world to be like using that. Like I feel like that's like a black thing. Like we'd be like, woo up the bam, finna child.
I don't think
like,
this is permission for everyone or people outside of cultures to use it. I think this is so people know what they're talking about, so they can further stop acting like Black people speaking, you know, from ways that are of their culture is another language and is a trash language and that nobody should understand it, and meet people at their own different cultural levels. I think it's just more about defining it.
Is Nan in there? You don't know Nan? Is that in there?
Nan.
I don't know.
Ciao.